You are Locked On Red Sox POSTCAST, part of Locked On Sports Boston, on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, the Red Sox back at home after an impressive road trip and a day off on Thursday, and another clunker for the Sox at Fenway. This team just cannot find a winning touch, the winning touch, at home. Bello, the loss. Offense not doing a whole heck of a lot against a Diamondbacks team that just keeps winning. With that, we welcome you into our latest edition of the Locked On Red Sox Postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, baseball play-by-play veteran. Have painted the word picture in the minors and the big leagues in the World Baseball Classic, college baseball, and the Senior League World Series on the ESPN networks. Proud to say Red Sox skipper Alex Cora was my broadcast partner back in 2016 in Bangor, Maine. We are providing reaction to every single Red Sox game on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, as well as the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which you know is available wherever you get your podcast. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're going to talk about Brayan Bello and his sluggish start. Bats didn't do a whole heck of a lot of anything in what I think was a quiet Friday night crowd at Fenway Park. I don't like saying it, but the Sox right now are running out of time. Let's hear from you, our everydayers and our first-timers. Join the conversation, watching live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Hit the comment button, join the conversation as we talk about the Red Sox. You can also hit me up on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball, with questions, comments, or concern. Our latest episode of the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed is brought to you by Supply House. SupplyHouse.com is the reliable way to get parts fast. Shop for your next plumbing, HVAC, or electrical job and get fast shipping from coast to coast at SupplyHouse.com. Well, 4-3 trip, off day on Thursday. Red Hot Diamondbacks in Boston at Fenway Park for the first time since 2016. Brayan Bello on the mound. Sox starting Friday. 3 this weekend against Arizona, and then what turns out to be 5 games against the Toronto Blue Jays. That series underway on Monday. Pun intended. The Sox right now dropping the opener, and their backs to the wall. They need to win the next 2 games of the series to win the series against the Diamondbacks. Danny Jansen, only hitter in the Sox lineup Friday night against Ryne Nelson with any career at-bats. Nelson going up against Brayan Bello. Bello gives up a couple of hits to start things off, then walks 2 straight batters. The second walk forcing in the first run of the game. Diamondbacks scored 2 runs in the first inning against Brayan Bello, and it could have been a lot worse. But Bello giving up the 2 runs in the first and then sort of settled in, worked a 1-2-3 second. And with that 1-2-3 second, retiring 6 straight batters. Bello in the third gave up a couple of singles, nothing else. You think, okay, Brayan Bello, 2 runs in the first. Let's see how he goes. 4 straight scoreless innings before he's chased from the game in the 6th inning. Much of that 6th inning, his own fault. An error, throwing the ball away at first base, a walk in the inning as well. And you're thinking, Brayan Bello's turned a corner here. Bello's first loss since late June at home against the Blue Jays, who are also in town on this homestand in late August, and it's getting late for the Red Sox right now. But Bello, for some reason, a couple of opportunities during this game, trouble fielding his position. Balls hit out in front of the plate, in front of the pitcher's mound. Not necessarily taking his time, but sort of taking his time getting the balls. And that 6th inning should have held on to it. Didn't. Bello takes the loss. And the Red Sox bats, Jarren Duran got things going in the first inning. A leadoff double. Scored on a double by Wilyer Abreu. You're thinking right now, okay, runner at second, a run across, 3 straight batters up. Ryne Nelson retires 1-2-3. Abreu left in scoring position. So it's a 2-1 ball game. Again, Bello, 4 straight scoreless innings. Chased from the game in the 6th inning. You got the bad, then you got the good, then you got the bad again from Brayan Bello. And I don't think he's turned a corner necessarily right now. Can't say that. Gets chased from the game in the 6th inning. I wanted to see 6 innings and 3 earned runs or less. In that 6th inning, ran into trouble. Doesn't make it out of the inning. And the Red Sox early in the day bringing up the lefty, Rodriguez, from AAA, inherited one base runner. Bello ends up giving up 5 runs over 5 1/3, takes the loss of 6 on the year. Not even the ugliest line of the night. Josh Winkowski gives up 6 over 3 innings, including the grand slam to Eugenio Suarez. If you were thinking, hey, let's take 2 out of 3 from the Diamondbacks, well, now you can take 2 out of 3 from the Diamondbacks. You just have to win Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon. Backs to the wall against a very good Arizona team. And the Red Sox just can't get out of their way at home. Just can't do it. Red Sox now 17-25 in game 1 of a series. We'll have more on Friday nights at Fenway. Coming up, numbers of the night later on in segment number 3. But the Sox have lost 5 of 7 at Fenway, 4 games under 500 at home in Boston, 29-33 at home. Unacceptable. And I don't know how you turn it around at this point, but you need to turn it around immediately because there's not a whole lot of season left now. 35 games left. 7 over 500. How are you going to catch the Royals, who, yes, began a tough stretch of games over the next couple of weeks, home against the Phillies Friday night? They jumped out to an early lead in that one. Maybe we'll scoreboard watch in segment number 2. Maybe we won't. But the Red Sox bats got the run in the first inning, and then Winkowski gives up the grand slam later on in the game. And just, again, I've said it before, and there's been the pitchers here lately, and Ryne Nelson for the Diamondbacks, they've got an abundance of riches. They're getting guys back who are starting pitchers. Nelson not necessarily pitching for his spot in the rotation, but sort of pitching for his spot in the rotation. Torey Lovullo, Brent Strom, Diamondbacks have a lot of options with their starting pitchers right now. You're going to see Zach Gallen on Saturday. Another strong pitcher. And then Merrill goes in the series finale on Sunday. Now it's up to Cutter Crawford and Tanner Houck over the next 2 games. You got to finish a full inning. And Crawford hasn't done that each of his last 2 outings against the Rangers at home and against the Orioles last time out. That was last Sunday. Bello doesn't make it out of the 6th inning. 88 pitches. As he's going along, 2nd inning, scoreless frame. 3rd inning, scoreless frame. Still a 1-run ball game. It was 2-1 until it wasn't. And then Bello gave up what was 3 runs in the 6th inning, 4 runs in the 7th for Arizona. They had 3 more in the 9th inning against Winkowski. And Alex Cora wasn't going back to the bullpen, and I don't blame him. That was Winkowski. 6 earned runs allowed. Diamondbacks out hit the Red Sox 16-6. And they just kept adding on. This is what the Diamondbacks have done since the All-Star break. They're playing winning baseball. They're not playing for a wild card spot in the National League right now. They're playing for a division title. And that could be an interesting race down the stretch in the National League Western Division. Dodgers have pretty much led wire to wire so far. But the Padres and the Diamondbacks both breathing down the necks of the LA Dodgers for that division title. And Torey Lovullo has pretty much said, like Alex Cora a few weeks ago, yeah, we'll take a wild card, but, we want the division right now. They're trying to be greedy. And they've got a lot of things going, and they've got 3 big bats. Ketel Marte is out of the lineup right now with an ankle issue. Montero, their catcher, is going to be out until September with an oblique. Christian Walker's out right now with an oblique as well. Montero's injury is classified differently, but they're both basically out until September. They're not just treading water until those 3 guys get back. They just keep winning ball games. Put somebody else in there, they take care of business. That's the way it's been. The Red Sox right now just can't deal with success, and they can't win at home for some reason, at least consistently. 4 games under at Fenway Park, that should not be the way it is. And even down 2-0 in the first inning, I'm like, where is this crowd? The Let's Go Red Sox chants in what at the time was a 2-1 ball game in the middle innings, it wasn't much of a Let's Go Red Sox chant. It was faint at best. But when you give up 2 runs in the first inning, first 4 batters reach, not that you're taking the crowd out of it, but come on. Got to figure out a way to win at home. And it has to happen now. There's no more time. Alex Cora has been managing like it's the postseason, like it's October for a while now. And this is what you get out of it. Ryne Nelson, you're making him look like one of the best right-handers in baseball. And again, tip your cap to him. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, walked only 1, struck out 7. The Red Sox sort of had him on the ropes. 3 straight 2-out base runners in the 3rd inning. Rob Refsnyder, and I've said this before, I know he was going up there first pitch swinging. And I don't always think it's the bad thing, but maybe have him throw you a strike. You can swing. You can be okay down in the count. Refsnyder went up there, first pitch swinging, fouled it off, struck out on 3 pitches. That was that. Red Sox went with a whimper. They got 3 straight 2-out base runners. Think right here. Base hit, ties it up. Base hit should, in that situation, just a base hit, should score 2. Off and running with 2 outs from second. Didn't happen. Bello's line ugly. Winkowski's line ugly. Everything that you wanted to think positively about the Red Sox after a 4-3 road trip through Baltimore and Houston, it's gone. It's gone again. It's just gone. It's the way it is right now. Sox, again, have dropped 5 of their last 7 at Fenway Park, 4 games under at Fenway this season. Hey, Patriots, final preseason game this Sunday against the Washington Commanders, season opener on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. That's coming up on September 8th. Keep up to date with the Patriots and their preseason with Mike Debate on Locked On Patriots. The Locked On Patriots postcast with Cam Stewart debuts this Sunday. Cam will be live following the Patriots' final preseason game. And again, Mike Debate has you covered with all of the Patriots' preseason storylines, including who is going to start at quarterback week 1 of the NFL regular season. Locked On Patriots available wherever you get your podcasts. At Bat of the Night, more notes on the Red Sox, couple of moves. Tyler O'Neill out of the lineup. We'll discuss that as we continue. Steve Lennox, Locked On Red Sox postcast. Hit us up on the X. Hit us up in the comments section if you are with us as part of the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Again, you can follow the YouTube channel on as well and on the Twitter, formerly or X, formerly known as Twitter, at Lennox on Baseball. Locked On Red Sox postcast, Locked On Sports Boston, your team every day. Summertime includes baseball, snacks, the salty snacks, plus the ice cream and the popsicles. And when you're taking in America's pastime, don't forget to hydrate with Liquid IV's popsicle firecracker flavor, a surefire summertime hit. Get hydrated with electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients from the #1 powered hydration brand in America, because baseball and summer go together like Liquid IV and indulgent hydration. Blast off with the iconic summer flavor of popsicle firecracker, a festive blend of citrus-fueled lemon lime, tart cherry, and raspberry flavors. Find all of your favorite flavors on the website, from acai berry, lemon lime, pina colada, tear, pour, live more, 1 stick, 16 ounces of water. Hydrates better than water alone. 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. No more thirsty summers when you indulge in hydration with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you visit the website liquidiv.com and use code MLB at checkout. Again, 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code MLB at liquidiv.com. Red Sox fall 12-2 the final. Fenway Park Friday night against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also brought to you by Supply House. Get supplies from the site that's made for skilled trades. SupplyHouse.com. SupplyHouse.com is the reliable way to order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical products online. Their easy-to-use website packed with helpful resources and the latest product information to help you get the job done and get the job done right. Shop a complete inventory of over 200,000 parts for over 400 top brands, and get your order delivered right to your door with free and fast shipping. That's fast shipping from coast to coast. Need help with an order? Get an expert and get the expert support at SupplyHouse.com. Industry leading service from the friendliest folks in the business, and talk to a real person every time. Pros in the skilled trades get a competitive edge by joining SupplyHouse.com's free Trade Master program. Every Trade Master gets access to a dedicated phone line, free shipping, and discounts on every order. Join the thousands of trade pros already benefiting from their free membership at SupplyHouse.com/TM. Order plumbing, HVAC, and electrical supplies from anywhere with just a few clicks at SupplyHouse.com. Steve Lennox with you. Sox followed home. Tough one. I don't want to use the word embarrassing, but that was a tough one. Want to acknowledge our everydayers for making Locked On Red Sox and the Locked On Red Sox postcast their first listen every day. Hey, Diamondbacks keep winning. They now have 37 home runs in the month of August. D-backs 15-5 in August, 24-8. One of the best records in baseball since the All-Star break. They were 7 under on May 31st, and now 48-24 since being 7 games under 500. Over the last couple of days, they've been a season high 16 over 500, and they just keep winning. And they're doing it without catcher Gabriel Moreno, Ketel Marte, Christian Walker, all on the injured list right now. Our at-bat of the night coming up in just a moment. Again, if you're with us on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel, you want to vent, you want to throw some comments out there, the comment button is there. Join the conversation. Who do we have? Andrew the GOAT. Embarrassing. Andrew the GOAT. The Red Sox are not playing good at home still. Yeah, they're not. Andrew, you're 100% right. They're not. 4 under 500. Lose tomorrow, you're 5 under 500 again. They've been as many as 5 under 500 at home several times this year. They have not been a game over 500 at Fenway this season. They've been to 500, I think, once. One time. That's it. Have to figure it out. Bats have to get going, too. I mean, just a week, 2 weeks ago, we were talking every game, 10 or more hits. Bats, again, out-hit by the Diamondbacks, 16-6. You're not going to win games against Arizona right now, scoring 2 runs and collecting 6 base hits. You're just not going to do it. Another right-hander, Zach Gallen, in Game 2 on Saturday. Notes on Gallen coming up. But the Red Sox, again, nothing from the bottom of the lineup. Yoshida, Jansen, Hamilton, Rafaela, all taking the collar. Jansen 0 for 4. Gasper did have a pinch hit appearance in the 9th inning. Still doesn't have his first big league hit, but boy, he gets on base again with another walk for Gasper. But not much going. Rafael Devers walked once, 0 for 3 and a strikeout. 10 strikeouts total for Red Sox hitters against Ryne Nelson and 3 relievers. And the relievers, each guy, Ginkel, Manaply, Floro, each with a scoreless frame. So once they added on, that was that. Bats silent for the most part. And again, Jarren Duran gets things going. Leadoff double against Nelson in the first. Scores. 2-1 ball game at that point. Within striking distance. Nothing else in that first inning. Disappointing. Andrew the GOAT is right. And I don't like using the word embarrassing, but there's got to be some pride in there. And again, Red Sox have had their backs to the wall. Backs to the wall against the D-backs. Pun intended. Right? So tomorrow, come out and win. Now the series is even 1-1. You've got Houck in the finale on Sunday. But you've got to get there. You need Cutter Crawford. 6 full. That's what I want from Cutter Crawford on Saturday. Don't cruise through the first 5. Don't impress through the first 5 and then all of a sudden run into a wall in the 6th inning. No, I want 6 full innings. Bullpen is ready to go. Right? Ready to go. Day off. 8 1/3 scoreless over 2 wins in Houston on Tuesday and Wednesday. 6 innings. But the bats have to get going too. You're not going to win against Arizona Saturday or Sunday scoring just 2 runs. And I almost thought for a moment, I'm like, there's no way this is going to be a 2-1 ball game. Whoever wins this game scoring 5+. And Arizona chasing Bello from the game in that 6th inning. Can't happen anymore. It can't. There are no, this is not April, May, or June. Can't happen anymore. Just can't. You've got to go out there and do your part. And There's nobody really behind any of these guys right now. Paxton officially on the 60-day DL. So Alex Cora was asked, it pretty much means he's not coming back by the end of the regular season. Rich Hill did pitch at AAA Worcester. Slayton worked out of the bullpen, I believe, for AA Portland on Friday as well. So, again, you've got some arms coming, but what are you getting from Rich Hill? You have no idea. Is he going to go into the bullpen? Is he going to start? Opener? And I thought maybe a good idea, work with Criswell. I think Kevin Youkilis, first Nesson reference, I think Kevin Youkilis alluded to that on Friday night with Dave O'Brien on the Nesson broadcast. Rich Hill, do you try to go 2 pitchers? Have them piggyback. Let Criswell start. Let him go 4 or 5, and then see if Hill can finish up. See if that's possible. You just work those two together. Let them piggyback. I don't know if it can work, but it's not a bad idea. Let them piggyback. I think that could be part of the future. Let 2 guys piggyback. Try to go 2 guys for 1 game. 1 guy goes 4, one guy goes 5. You figure it out. Organizations have tried to do that in the minors in the past, limited success. But at the big league level, you're late in the season. Hey, this is how we're going to work it. You guys go every 5th day. Criswell will be the starter. Hill out of the bullpen, because Criswell seems to be better in that starting role rather than being the guy to come in after the opener or in relief. Numbers overall, I think, sort of dictate that. Let him have that starter role. Let him prepare as a starter. Let him have the pregame as the starter. Then you bring Rich Hill in. Criswell, you're 4 tonight, or you're 5. We want to get you through 5. Rich, you come in the game. We want to give you a clean inning. And maybe you have that 1 guy. Criswell can't get through a clean inning. You get 1 guy to finish it up. Rich Hill gets the next. You start. Brand new inning. It's an idea. I don't know if it's one that's being floated or not. I think Kevin Youkilis did allude to it. Numbers of the night and a couple of other moves. Yes, I mentioned Tyler O'Neill was a late scratch from the lineup, dealing with another issue. His 4th finger, irritation or infection, something going on with Tyler O'Neill. Again, they could certainly use his bat the rest of the way, but he just doesn't seem to be able to stay in the lineup. We'll figure that one out, perhaps. Locked on Red Sox. Oh, yeah, by the way, at bat. Oh, I got away from myself there. At bat of the day, at bat of the night, Eugenio Suarez, the grand slam. 9th grand slam of the season. Took it from a 5-2 ball game where the Red Sox were within striking distance, 9-2, 12-2 the final. Suarez at bat of the night. Locked on Red Sox postcast. I'm distracting myself here. Presented by Tonal. Hey, when life gets busy, fitting in a workout can be stressful. With Tonal, you can get efficient workouts personalized just for you and are available with the amount of free time that you have. Tonal is the world's smartest and most effective strength training system that helps you get stronger. Powered by AI, Tonal learns with every rep so it can deliver workouts personalized just for you. Tonal learns from your movement and provides suggested weight recommendations for every move with detailed progress reports as well. They even create personalized programs and workout suggestions or recommendations based on your individual goals. If you like having a personal trainer at home with you, as Tonal will optimize every workout just for you. Unlike traditional gym equipment, Tonal uses adaptive digital weight to advance your training techniques. From professional athletes to the mom of 3, Tonal is trusted by thousands who have become their strongest. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Tonal.com. Use the promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $200 off your purchase. Again, Tonal.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $200 off. All right, again, Eugenio Suarez, grand slam, 5-2 to a 9-2 ball game. That was our at-bat of the night. Steve Lennox with you, Locked On Red Sox postcast, part of the Locked On Sports Boston Network, your team every day. Left-hander Rich Hill again. First appearance since signing his latest contract with the Red Sox organization, appearing for AAA Worcester on Friday night. Joely Rodriguez up. Rodriguez appearing in the game. came in for Bello in that sixth inning, allowed an inherited runner to score. He pitched with the Red Sox 11 innings in March and April. Greg Weissert was the move, going back down to AAA as well. James Paxton again to the 60-day DL. So that opens up, I believe, a spot on the 40-man roster. That could be Hill in the coming days. We'll see how that sort of plays out. Slayton again, reliever, could be needed in the bullpen. Guys like Weissert, couple of these guys, Bailey Horn, may not get opportunities the rest of the way. Rich Hill, Slayton can come back. Liam Hendricks as well. But right now, 35 games left, and every game counts at this point in time. With the loss Friday night, Sox are now 6-15 in game one of a series at Fenway Park this season. And the Friday night jinx is on. The Sox just can't get out of their own way. 2-9 at Fenway on Friday nights this season, when the ballpark should be raucous, when the ballpark should be absolutely just beating up on the starting pitcher as he warms up in the bullpen. Not the case. It's a cocktail party, it seems like, almost at Fenway these days. Jarren Duran, double to open up the home first inning. Duran has an extra base hit now in his first at bat in 4 straight games. Scored on the double by Wilyer Abreu, and nothing else in that inning. Not good for the Red Sox. Bello taking the loss, his first since June 25th at home against the Toronto Blue Jays. Sox had been 8-1 in his previous 9 outings. And, Bello had been pitching well, but he gives up the 5 earned runs total in his outing. And air out of the balloon, if you want to say that, in the first inning. I mean, you're only down 2. He did limit the damage. It could have been a lot more. It could have been 3-0, 4-0, very easy in that first inning. Bello the next 4, scoreless, but didn't make it out of the 6th inning. That was disappointing. I was really disappointed in that. Disappointed overall in the loss, 12-2. 6 hits total against Nelson in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. But Bello not giving you 6 strong. You lose that game 2-1, 4-1. And again, I didn't think it was going to be that way. I didn't think the Diamondbacks would put up 12 runs total, but they did. Winkowski, he wore it the rest of the way, giving up 6 earned runs in his outing. Again, Bello, first loss, leads the Sox with 11 wins on the season, his first loss since June 25th. So what's next? Zach Gallen, you get him. 9 wins on the season, ERA at 3.85. Diamondbacks are 12-9 in his 21 starts this season. It'll be his first career start against the Red Sox. And he'll be appearing in his 29th big league ballpark on Saturday when he makes the start for Arizona. The only ballpark that he has not appeared in, Oakland. And I didn't look at it, shame on me, but I don't think the A's are on the series for the Diamondbacks the rest of the way. Can look that up easy enough. Here's one on Gallen. Rob Refsnyder had a solo home run for the Red Sox. Again, he came to the plate with 2 outs against Nelson in the 3rd inning with the bases full and 2 outs in the 3rd and struck out on 3 pitches and hit a home run. Gallen has not allowed a home run in his previous 6 outings. Just 2 home runs allowed in his previous 11 starts. His whip, 1.32, little high. He has given up 10 earned runs over his previous 3 starts. Last Saturday against the Rays in St. Pete, Florida, gave up 4 earned runs on 9 hits over 5. Danny Jansen, 1 for 2 career against Zach Gallen. Tyler O'Neill, 1 for 3 career against Zach Gallen. O'Neill, again, was a late scratch Friday night, dealing, they said, irritation or inflammation on his 4th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, again, O'Neill out of the lineup. Cutter Crawford back to the wall, facing the Diamondbacks. And, Crawford needs to go out there. 8-10 record, 4.25 ERA. Terrific over the first 5 innings in each of his previous 2 outings against the Rangers and on the road at Baltimore last Sunday. But then in the 6th inning, hitting a wall. Physical or mental, did not make it out of the 6th inning. And remember, he had a no-hit bid going into the 6th inning last time at home against the Rangers, and then all of a sudden the Rangers got going. Crawford is allowed, we know the home run numbers, 14 total in his previous 6 games, spanning 29 1/3 innings. He went 5 1/3 against the Rangers, chased from the game, sort of like Bello Friday night. 5 1/3 against Baltimore last time out. Great over 5, trouble in the 6th inning. Remember the Sox lost last Sunday, could have taken 3 out of 4 in Baltimore, did not happen. and that was a 4-2 loss. Josh Bell, 1 for 6 career against Crawford. Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 6 career against Cutter Crawford. Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 4. Those are the 3 hitters of note for the Diamondbacks, who continue to win without 3 big bats in their lineup right now. Moreno, Christian Walker, and Ketel Marte. So, again, you drop the opener, and you've got to pick things up and get to work. You've got to come to the ballpark on Saturday, and the Sox have done that. I keep saying backs to the wall, facing adversity, whatever. Not surprised, but they're not making it easy on themselves, but I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, they come back Sunday afternoon, we're talking about taking 2 out of 3. But you drop the opener, and it makes it that much more difficult. Again, we'll be on live within minutes of the last out Saturday. Hopefully the Red Sox will have evened up the series with Cutter Crawford on the mound. Got to get the bats going. 1 through 9. Not just a couple of hitters here. Not just Duran. Casas had a couple of hits, including a double. First game at Fenway for Casas since April when he went down with the injury. Thanks to our sponsors, Liquid IV, Supply House, and Tonal. Again, Locked On Red Sox Postcast does follow each and every Red Sox game all season long. We do thank you for making the Locked On Red Sox Postcast your first listen every day. Free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Also live on the Locked On Sports Boston YouTube channel. Again, we go live within minutes of the last out with our latest Locked On Red Sox Postcast. Locked On Sports Boston, number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team every day.